Happy Homebrew Wednesday, it's Larrogant 22, and today is a brew day, but I've got all my stuff. I got all my stuff loaded up in my truck, going over to a friend's house. So this is my mash, I already have it going. It's been going for about, I'd say about 75 minutes. And it should take me about 15 minutes, so do my regular 90-minute mash there. I've got all my water, because I love my water here, so got everything loaded up. So we are on our way. I'm making my Larrogant Bastard. I did not name it. It's a Arrogant Bastard, kind of, sort of, really close to the grain bill. The hops are similar. Nate Pico, he actually, Undertable Brewing, he actually named it with it when we were, oh, the mash is done. The mash is done. So let me get going and let me get on the road. Peace. The mash is done. I'm all set here. And got the boil going. Oh, actually, it's not going yet. Right up to about 150. Got some brewers. Oh, actually, they're just watching. And Bob's brewing over here. And he's got his setup over here. I'll have to have him explain it a little bit later because I don't get it yet. I should. I watch everyone's videos. And this is where his fermentation chamber is. And his kegerator is over here. Here we go. I'll be back. The boil is about starting. And my president is here. And she's brewing. So what are you brewing, Leanne?
Black lager.
Black lager? Nice.
I have one of those.
And we have a black dog here. There you go. We'll get this thing rolling and then we'll get over the bottom. Here we go.
Let's do a little sparge.
So the brew kettle is going to be over here.
That's the brew kettle, yep. This is your mash. This is the hot liquor. So I'm pumping 190-degree water over the grain to bring it down to about 170. Stabilize that for about 5 minutes. Pass this into my boil.
Yep. Now you said your first setup you only had one pump?
Well, with this setup I only start with one pump, but what I found is a lot easier because I do a lot of cleaning and stuff in between. So it's easier to get both pumps, that way I can get them both going at the same time and clean different mash tuns and fermenters and whatnot.
And then you have, this is Herms, Rims?
It is a rims. Yeah, it's a rims. Recirculating. Yep.
So did you buy that, or did you build that?
Big man over there made it.
Royal made it.
Yep.
And he also built this whole setup. So.
Yeah, he fabricated everything. I had my own kegels from there. He just kind of fabricated it and put everything together, and we had to tweak the gas a little bit to get it to where it needed to be, but besides that, it's pretty simple. Yeah. Once you get used to it.
Yeah, you get used to it.
I mean, everybody's got their own little setup.
How long did it take you to get used to it?
Still not used to it, no. It probably a good 3-4 brews before I knew where the hoses had to go, and I like brewing with other people, but trying to get other people to help me it's kind of like they get in the way because they don't know this process.
Right.
So I'm still introducing new things every time I brew just to see if it's going to affect my efficiency or, basically overall taste of the beer.
Yeah, I like to brew with a lot of people, but sometimes I just like to do one brew by myself and just, hey, I'll do it.
In the beginning, when I was just doing, partial mash or even like, with the cooler, it was nice to have other people around because, I mean, I can't say you can't mess it up because you can mess anything up. But here it's like, well, if that goes off, the timer goes off, I really have a step I have to do. If you don't know what that step is,
right. And then
it's all fun.
He's got the plate chiller right here mounted. And how quick can you cool down a 5-gallon batch?
5-gallon batch, I mean, as fast as the pump wants to move it. I mean, with the ground temperature like it is now, there's really no problem of trying to trying to chill that water.
So he knows what he's doing, so he's all over the place. I'm trying to catch up with you when you're moving stuff.
Basically now what I'm gonna do is just let this sit in here.
And what are you doing there?
Basically, it's just trying to get the air out of the line.
Okay.
So when I do start, the benefit of having the pumps is that you can recirc constantly to wash the grains. But when you have pumps that are non-priming, you gotta kind of make sure that you're priming them yourself.
Right.
So basically what I'll do is I'll let that recirc for about 5 minutes. And when I'm recirculating it, what it does is it's going to give me an accurate temperature. From here, so the temperature's going up, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my auto with the solenoid valves, which are down here. If you bend down and see them, those two solenoid valves keep track of your temperature coming out of your kettle. So there's this thermocouple right here.
Right.
So what it's doing is as soon as it hits plus half a degree or below a half a degree, it'll kick it on and off. So it's a little bit easier than regulating it yourself. Or, you know, with a cooler or infusion, you have to calculate how much water at a certain temperature to keep it where you want it to be. This just kind of does it itself.
Yep. So this mash actually got started over at Leanne's house. So she drives a little fast.
She likes her beer shaken, not stirred.
Yes, I do.
So she's doing the block logger.
It leaked on my seat too.
Okay, it's time for the 70-minute hop drop. This is all Chinook. Leanne is helping me.
The hand model.
She's the hand model. Oh, you gotta make sure you get all of them. Are they all out? Mm-hmm. She did. Okay. We are doing... What are we doing? We're doing pork
We
butts?
are doing all sorts of pork. Pork at its finest.
Holy crud.
Couple racks.
I did 2 racks last week.
That's pretty freaking awesome. This is way better than...
So good.
I'm not gonna say that.
Those are gonna be delicious. That's the whole one.
I might have to stay overnight.
Or maybe the smoke. I love it.
And we are done. Gotta do the flame out hops, and we'll be done. Okay, time for 0. I got it down to 180.
I'm gonna go supervise. While I'm supervising, the ball holding the beer. Would you like to supervise me?
What do you think we're having?
Ball holding the beer.
Okay, it's time to chill it, and I am done. Leanne is still going with her Black Hole Black IPA. And then he's chilling over there. The Black Hole Lager IPA, whatever it is, it's got a lot of hops in it. And then, here we go. Trying to aerate as much as possible. And we got it down to 72. 72. There we go.